Hi guys, welcome back to SHK Excel World. I'm Salim Haider, and today we are going to talk about the conditional formatting in Excel, and that too a formula based conditional formatting. We will try to do this in a very simple way, and we will try to highlight a list of data on the basis of a criteria. So before starting, do subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon. So guys, today we are working on a very interesting item. Yes, conditional formatting. As you know that conditional formatting can be very helpful, especially when you do not want to filter out your results using pivot table or let's say the drop down filter or any other filter. You want to see the complete list and you also want to see the critical items highlighted. So straight on jumping to our exercise, you can download this file from the link given below in the description and you can start right away with me. So this is a simple record, a very small record of sales of some musical instruments of a shop. We have the product name, we have the customer name, we have this date of sale, we have the due date and the amount. So it is very important when you are selling items on credit to know about the due date and the number of days left till you get your amount back. So first we are going to calculate the number of days left. So this will be just trying to copy the same format. So this is number of days left. So either you can refer to a cell where you have put in a date, or since it is an ongoing process, a regular process, you should use the today formula to get the current date from your system. So I'm going to use equal to the due date minus today. So this will give us the number of days from today till the due date. Press enter and this is 14 days and just double click this to copy it to all the cells below. And we have the number of days left. And let's see, first we are going to apply the formula which we will be using for conditional formatting later on. So just a check column, we are creating a check column. So let's say our threshold number of days after which we start following up is around, let's say, 15 days. So just need to change the format. So whenever 15 days are left, we start calling up the customers to remind them about the due amount. So we'll ask Excel to tell us if the number of days left are less than or equal to or threshold, and press enter. So in the first case, it is saying that the amount has become due. So before copying it, let us freeze the reference for the threshold, and there we go. So we have our results. We need to have this in the conditional formatting. Let's see how we can do this. Now select the complete record, not the heading, just only the record below the heading. In this case, it is the sales record. Go to home ribbon, go to conditional formatting, click on the new rule. Select the last option, which is the formula based option. And first we need to set the formula and then we will set the format. So in this case, our formula will be the same, equal to, or even if you do not write the equal to, it will automatically pick up the equal to sign like this. So if G4 is less than or equal to F1, so this is our formula. And if we just select our format, this one, and the font white and bold, and press OK and OK. So in this case, your formula has not been applied. Even if the cases where the formula result was, the check was false, the conditional formatting has been applied. So there is something wrong. So let us see what is wrong there. Go to conditional formatting click on manage rules and click edit rule, and here we have to define. Since we know that or column where the criteria needs to be checked is the column G, so the column G will be the same for all of the rows in this array, and the rows will change. So the column reference will have a dollar sign, but the row reference will be an open one. And press OK and press apply and OK. So now you see what conditional formatting is doing. It is going through the column G only and checking whether the threshold is true or false, and then applying the conditional formatting. So if we change the threshold to say 30, so your results will change. So by just looking at the record, you can easily tell as to which invoices are due and you need to follow up with them. So this was one example. Going on to the next one, this is just to make sure that you fully understand as to how your data is oriented and then how you are going to apply the conditional formatting. So first understand this data. So this is stock data. You have the musical instruments, different musical instruments. You have their opening stock, and you have your sales for the day. You are just punching in. This is a simple record. You are punching in the total sales for the day, and you have the closing stock available with you. And the percentage is telling you as to how much percentage of the opening stock you are left with. So the threshold, you can define that if your threshold is below 10% or below 20%, then you need to reorder the particular instrument. So for this, our data is oriented in a different way. You have records in columns instead of records in rows. So record 1 to record 7, you just select the complete record only, not the headings. In this case, the heading is in column A. So go to home ribbon, conditional formatting, click new rule, select the formula based rule. Then for the formula you are going to do, if B9, which is the line where your criteria has to be checked, if B9 is less than or equal to your threshold, then it should highlight that particular column. So for highlighting a particular column, we know that the row 9 is same for all the records where the criteria is to be checked, but columns are changing. So it will be B, then C and D. So the column reference should not start with a dollar sign. It should be an open one. And now select a format. For the font, we are going to select a white one and bold, and press OK and OK, and there you go. Now your conditional formatting has been applied for a column basis. So you need to understand as to when you have to highlight a column and when you have to highlight a row. So let us change the threshold to 30. So your results will update accordingly. So the last example is about an attendance sheet, a very simple format. We have the students listed down, and then we have different columns representing different dates. So each day the teacher comes and has to take the attendance. So is there a possibility to highlight a particular column based on the system date? Whenever the system date changes, the next column is highlighted and the teacher will take on the attendance in the next day. So this is very simple. You just have to highlight the complete sheet and go on to home ribbon, go on to conditional formatting, click on the new rule and click the formula based rule, and then here you have to say if cell A1, start with the A1. If cell A1 is equal to, now you can write today formula so that Excel picks up the system date from today formula and compares it with all of the columns. So now we know that the row 1 has the date and the columns are changing. So column reference should be open while the row reference should be a frozen one. And just select a format go to fill, select any suitable format, color should be automatic and bold, and press OK and OK. So the conditional formatting is applied. Whenever the date changes, it will highlight the new column. So today is 1st May when I am recording this video. So this can be a scenario for a teacher, but in case of stock, let's say you have a list of different products and you are recording the daily sales. So I hope this simple thing helps out all of those who are working in different professions, and this can be molded to different requirements as we have seen the examples. Do not forget to subscribe to SHK Excel World and see you in the next video. Bye.